Hey man, it's been a while. I heard you're still out there chasing that highway. Anyway, if you're listening, call me back or don't. Leave it at the beat. Yeah. I left town with a half-full tank and a head full of things I couldn't say. A broken past riding shotgun beside me, and a dream that refused to fade away. Everybody had opinions about my life, about the roads I chose and the hills I climbed. But none of them were there at 3 a.m. when I was fighting battles in my own mind. Now the miles feel different than they did back then. Funny how the road becomes your closest friend. Leave it at the beat, leave the lies, leave the blame, leave the fake apologies and the people who change. Leave it at the beat, I don't need another speech. If you weren't there in the struggle, don't pretend you know me. Hey, I got dust on the dash and scars on my soul, a few good friends and a heart of gold. That's more than enough for a man like me to keep rolling wild and free. The radio crackles with an old outlaw tune as I drive beneath the cold blue moon, thinking about the ones who stayed and the ones who vanished when the pressure came. Now the miles feel different than they did back then. Funny how the road becomes your closest friend. Leave it at the beat, leave the lies, leave the blame, leave the fake apologies and the people who change. Leave it at the beat, I don't need another speech. If you weren't there in the struggle, don't pretend you know me. Some bridges burn, some memories fade, some people leave and never get replaced. But every mile forward makes one thing clear: the real ones get closer as the fake disappears. Leave it at the beat, leave the past where it belongs. I'm too busy moving forward and writing new songs. Leave it at the beat, 'cause I finally found my peace. Some conversations end when freedom starts to speak. The mailbox is full, no more messages accepted. Listening to 670 AM, broadcasting somewhere between midnight and sunrise. To all the truckers, drifters, and insomniacs out there, this one's for you. Through the dashboard lights, I rode through another small town tonight. A faded sign and an empty street, just another place where memories meet. I've been chasing the horizon since I was 17, running from nothing, chasing everything. Thought I'd find answers somewhere down the line, but mostly I just found peace of mind. The voices on the radio sound like old friends, showing up when the silence starts closing in. And radio goes, talking through the night, keeping me company till the morning light. And radio goes from another place in time, singing old outlaw songs like they were written for my all the things that built the man I became later. Every town's got stories painted on the walls about dreamers who rose and dreamers who fall. The world keeps changing faster every year, but out here some things still feel sincere. A handshake, a promise, a dirt road prayer, the kind of things you can't find anywhere. Voices on the radio sound like old friends, showing up when the silence starts closing in. Damn radio ghosts talking through the night, keeping me company till the morning light. Damn radio ghosts from another place and time, singing old outlaw songs like they were written for my life. Maybe we're all just travelers passing through, trying to hold on to something true. And maybe that's why these songs survive. They remind us we're still alive. And radio ghosts still whispering my name through static and distance. They all sound the same. And radio ghosts guiding me back home, even when the highway feels like I'm alone. You're listening to 670 AM. Stay safe out there, driver, and keep it between the lines. Report filed August 17th. Subject was last seen heading south on a dirt road. Refused to stop, refused to turn around, just kept driving. I was stubborn, said I never changed, said I spent my whole life chasing wild dreams. Maybe they were right, maybe they were wrong, but I learned a long time ago where I belong. I belong where the blacktop fades in the dirt, where hard work matters more than a press shirt, where a man's words to mean something real, and freedom ain't a slogan, it's the way you feel. I've been lost before, I've been counted out, but every wrong turn showed me another route. Don't follow my dust if you're scared of the road. If you're looking for comfort, this ain't where it goes. Don't follow my dust if you can't take the heat. Freedom comes with a price, and it ain't always cheap. Yeah. I got old scars hidden beneath these sleeves, from lessons life taught that I didn't believe. I watched fake friends vanish when times got rough, and real ones prove themselves without saying much. Now it's me, this truck, and a fading sunset, 1,000 miles ahead and no regrets, cause I'd rather fail trying to live my way than spend my whole life wishing I escaped. I've been lost before, I've been counted out, but every wrong turn showed me another route. Don't follow my dust if you're scared of the road. If you're looking for comfort, this ain't where it goes. Don't follow my dust if you can't take the heat. Freedom comes with a price, and it ain't always cheap. Yeah. The highway don't hand out guarantees, it only gives chances if you're willing to leave what's holding you back in the rear view glass, and trust your heart enough to hit the gas. Don't follow my dust, make your own trail instead. Find your own horizon and the dreams in your head. Don't follow my dust, just remember this truth: the road don't make the man, the still chasing freedom, still headed south. Yeah. You learn a lot about people when life gets hard. Back when my truck barely made it down the road, back when every paycheck disappeared before it showed, there was one guy standing there through it all. Never switched sides, never let me fall. We spent long nights talking under neon lights, sharing old stories and future fights. No cameras around, no crowd to impress, just real life loyalty, nothing less. When the world starts shaking and the good times end, that's when you find out who's one hell of a friend. One hell of a friend that's hard to find, the kind that stays beside you when you're losing your mind. One hell of a friend when the road gets rough, the kind that never leaves when life gets tough. I've seen people disappear when the money ran dry. I've heard every excuse and every goodbye, but some folks are different, built to stay through every storm that comes your way. Now we're rolling through the back roads late at night, windows down in the dashboard light, talking about dreams that haven't happened yet, and promises neither of us will forget. When the world starts shaking and the good times end, that's when you find out who's one hell of a friend. One hell of a friend that's hard to find, the kind that stays beside you when you're losing your mind. One hell of a friend when the road gets rough, the kind that never leaves when life gets tough. No amount of money can buy something that's real. It's earned through the years and every wound you heal, through every wrong turn and every broken plan. You find out who's family, even if they ain't blood kin. One hell of a friend through the highs and lows, the kind that knows your story and still never goes. One hell of a friend, yeah, that's worth more than gold. In a world full of strangers, some bonds never grow old. Yeah. Here's to the real ones, the ones who never left. Selection B17 for anyone sitting alone tonight, for the ones who stayed too long and the ones who left too soon. There's no roadside bar off exit 23 where the bartender still remembers me. Same worn out stove, same neon light, same lonely soul showing up every night. I walked in carrying yesterday's weight, a pocket full of memories and a little too late. Saw my reflection in a whiskey glass, wondering how the hell the years went by so fast. Some people leave, some people stay, but every goodbye takes a piece away. Here's another round of goodbyes, raise them high tonight, to the friends we lost and the dreams that died. Another round of goodbyes, under neon skies, life keeps moving on, no matter how hard we try. I've seen hearts break in this old town. Seen good people get knocked down, watch trucks pull out before dawn, leaving only memories to hold on. But I ain't bitter, I ain't mad. Every road I took made me who I am, and every lesson that came with pain helped me stand back up again. Some people leave, some people stay, but every goodbye takes a piece away. Here's another round of goodbyes. Raise them high tonight to the friends we lost and the dreams that died. Another round of goodbyes. Under neon skies, life keeps moving on, no matter how hard we try. Jukebox keeps playing like nothing has changed, but every face in this room has a story full of pain. And somewhere down the highway, another chapter waits. So I'll finish this drink and let tomorrow decide my fate. Here's another round of goodbyes to the roads we've known, to the nights we swore we'd never go home. Another round of goodbye. One last toast before I leave, 'cause freedom always calls me when I start to believe. Thank you for listening. Drive safe out there. Breaker 19. Anybody got their ears on? This one's for every driver still pushing through the night. Keep the hammer down, boys. Headlights cutting through the fog at 3 a.m. Another 100 miles before I rest again. Coffee in the cup holder, dust on the dash. Living life too fast to keep looking back. I came from a place where nobody had much, just hard-working hands and a little bit of luck. Some chase shortcuts, some sold their souls. I chose the long road and paid every toll. The highway don't care who you used to be. Out here is just the road. The truck and me. Keep the hammer down, let the engine sing. Leave the doubts behind and chase that dream. Keep the hammer down through the wind and rain. Freedom ain't free, but it's worth the pain. I seen fake friends vanish in my rear view glass, while the real ones stay when the hard times pass. That's why I don't waste time trying to fit in. I'd rather be an outlaw than pretend. The moon hangs low over county roads, while my old truck carries another load. Every mile teaches another truth, and every scar reminds me of my roots. The highway don't care who you used to be. Out here is just the road. The truck and me. Keep the hammer down, let the engine sing. Leave the doubts behind and chase that dream. Keep the hammer down through the wind and rain. Freedom ain't free, but it's worth the pain. Some people spend their lives waiting around for somebody else to turn things around. But I've learned one thing from this road I'm on: nobody's coming, so keep moving on. Keep the hammer down to the break of day, with the radio loud and the bills all paid. Keep the hammer down till the tires give out. about. Tenfold driving, safe travels, and keep the shiny side up. Home number 4 is ready. Coffee's fresh inside. And for whoever's headed west tonight, good luck finding what you're looking for. Pulled into town with a quarter tank left, and a heart carrying more weight than the truck itself. The girl I love's gone, the job ain't there, and half the people I trusted disappeared somewhere. I've been chasing answers down old county roads, looking for peace where nobody goes. But every mile keeps teaching me the same old truth: you cannot run a lot, but you can make it through. The signs keep changing, the road stays the same. Every town's different, but every heart's got a name. Got a full tank of regrets and a dashboard full of dust, but I'm still rolling forward, 'cause stopping ain't enough. Full tank of regrets, but my wheels still turn. Some lessons in this life, you gotta live the life. Met a trucker in Oklahoma late one night. Said, son, don't let the past steal your light. Then he smiled, paid his bill, and drove away. Funny how strangers know the right things to say. Now the moonrise shining over Highway 10, and the radio's playing songs about where I've been. The pain ain't gone, but it don't own me now. I've learned to carry it somehow. The signs keep changing, the road stays the same. Every town's different, but every heart's got a name. Got a full tank of regrets and a dashboard full of dust, but I'm still rolling forward, 'cause stopping ain't enough. Full tank of regrets, but my wheels still turn. Some lessons in this life, you gotta live the life. Maybe tomorrow won't be much better. Maybe the rain will come again. But I survived every storm so far, and I'll survive the next one then. Quit 1,000 wrong turns still led me to this. Full tank of regrets and the long road ahead, but I'd rather keep driving than live inside my head. Westbound travelers, drive safe tonight. Yeah. Funny how people show up after the hard part's over. Yeah. Back when the tank was empty and the rent was due. Back when the nights were cold and the money was few. I didn't see your face, didn't hear your name. Now you act like you've been here through all the pain. You loved the view from the top of the hill, but you weren't around when I was climbing it still. You want a seat at the table today, but you never helped build it along the way. I remember every mile, I remember every scar, and I know exactly who helped me get this far. If you weren't there when the road got rough, don't show up now acting like it's love. If you weren't there when I needed a hand, don't tell the world you helped me stand. If you weren't there, then don't rewrite the past. The real ones stayed and the real ones last. I got friends who rode beside me through the rain, through broken trucks, bad luck and hard-earned pain. They never asked for credit, never needed praise, just loyal hearts and blue-collar ways. Now I see the difference clear as day between the ones who stay and the ones who fade away. Cause loyalty ain't something you can fake, and respect ain't something you can take. I remember every mile, I remember every scar, and I know exactly who helped me get this far. You weren't there when the road got rough. Don't show up now acting like it's love. If you weren't there when I needed a hand, don't tell the world you helped me stand. If you weren't there, then don't rewrite the past. The real ones stayed and the real ones last. The highway taught me many things, one truth above the rest. People reveal who they are when life puts them to the test. If you weren't there when the nights got long, don't sing along now like you know the song. If you weren't there, then let the truth be told. The real ones are worth more than silver or gold. Yeah. Success brings a crowd, but struggle shows your family. Can't fake where you came from, and I never tried to. Got dirt on my boots and a scar on my hand, a lifetime of lessons written across this land. I wasn't raised on silver, I was raised on sweat, and every mile I driven is one I won't forget. Small town mornings and long work days, learning how to fight through 1,000 different ways. Some people chase trends, some people chase fame. I just keep rolling and staying the same. I've been knocked down, I've been counted out, but every setback only showed me what I'm about. Got dirt on my boots and fire in my soul, a heart full of freedom that nobody controls. And got dirt on my boots, and I'm proud of that, cause everything I earned came from where I'm at. Yeah, I watch fake friends come and go like tumbleweeds drifting wherever the wind blows, but the real ones stay when times got hard, standing right beside me in every backyard. Now the moon rides high above the county road, and the radio plays songs that feel like home. I don't need a mansion or a diamond ring, just a full tank of gas and room to dream. I've been knocked down, I've been counted out, but every setback only showed me what I'm about. Got dirt on my boots and fire in my soul, a heart full of freedom that nobody controls. Got dirt on my boots, and I'm proud of that, cause everything I earned came from where I'm at. The world keeps changing, but some things never do. A man's word, hard working, staying true. Those roots run deep, and they'll never fade. They're the reason I'm standing where I am today. Got dirt on my boots and miles left to ride, with the highway ahead and my pride by my side. I got dirt on my boots and the stars over still chasing tomorrow down roads not traveled yet. Yeah. You can wash the boots, but you can't wash away the roots. Last call, folks. Finish your drinks. And if you're lucky enough to find somebody tonight, don't let the sunrise come too fast. I saw her standing by the neon light, red dress shining in the middle of the night. She smiled once and that was all it took. Yeah, I got lost in the way she looked. Jukebox playing some old country song. We danced like we'd known each other all along. Two strangers trying to forget the past. Neither one of us thought it would last. The whiskey was cold, the night was young, and for a few hours the world came undone. It was a last call kiss under neon skies, one night of forever in your blue eyes. A last call kiss, then the morning came. Now all I got left is your first name. We drove down back roads with the windows down, past old farm fields outside of town. She told me stories she never told before, like she knew she'd be walking out that door. The stars hung low over Highway 8, and neither one of us talked about fate. We both knew daylight changes things, and some nights are meant for wedding rings. The whiskey was cold, the night was young, and for a few hours the world came undone. It was a last call kiss under neon skies, one night of forever in your blue eyes. A last call kiss, then the morning came. Now all I got left is your first name. Sometimes the best memories are the ones that never stay. A little bit of magic that disappears with day. And every now and then when the radio plays that song, I wonder where she ended up, and if she remembers me at all. It was a last call kiss, story with no end, just two lonely hearts passing through again. A last call kiss, gone with the sunrise glow, but some nights live forever, long after you let them go. Bars closed, but some memories stay open all night. If you're hearing this, I'm probably somewhere between state lines, maybe chasing a dream, maybe running from a memory. Either way, the tape don't lie. Fan of no cassette in the glove box tonight, covered in dust from 1,000 miles. Press play and heard a younger version of me, talking about all the things I wanted to be. Back when the future looked wide and bright, before heartbreak, bad luck, and long cold nights. Before I learned that everybody stays, and some people disappear when the skies turn gray. The years keep moving like wheels on the road, but some memories stay no matter where you go. The tape don't lie, it remembers it all. Every high, every low, every rise, every fall. The tape don't lie, and neither do these scars. They tell the story better than words ever could, boy. I've been broke, I've been lost, I've been counted out. Had a whole town talking what they knew nothing about, but I kept my foot down and my head held high while the doubters watched my taillights disappear into the night. Now it's me and the highway under neon skies, a few good friends and 1,000,000 miles. Still believing freedom's worth the fight, still chasing that horizon every night. The years keep moving like wheels on the road, but some memories stay no matter where you go. The tape don't lie, it remembers it all. Every high, every low, every rise, every fall. The tape don't lie, and neither do these scars. They tell the story better than words ever could, boy. Maybe I ain't where I thought I'd be, but I'm closer than I've ever been. 'Cause every wrong turn taught me something, and every loss became a win. The tape don't lie about the man I become, built from hard roads and 1,000 setting suns. The tape don't lie, and I'd do it all again, 'cause every mile behind me made me who I am. End of recording. See you somewhere down the road. There's an old road south of nowhere. Locals call it Devil's Road. Some say it's cursed, some say it just shows you who you really are. I turned on the highway somewhere after dark, following bad decisions and a reckless heart. That dirt road twisted through the pines, like every mistake I made in my life. The moon was hanging low, painted blood red, full of regrets running through my head. Every mile felt like a memory I owe, somewhere out there on Devil's Road. I've danced with trouble, I stared it down, but every hard lesson made me who I am now. I took Devil's Road, but I found my way back through the smoke and the fire and the things I lack. I took Devil's Road, and I paid the cost, but the man I became was worth getting lost. I've seen fake friends sell their souls for fame, watch good men fall chasing the wrong things. I've had whiskey nights and mornings full of shame, trying to outrun ghosts that knew my name. But the road don't care who you used to be, it only asks who you're trying to become. See, and somewhere between the dark and dawn, I realized I had to keep moving on. I've danced with trouble, I've stared it down, but every hard lesson made me who I am now. I took Devil's Road, but I found my way back through the smoke and the fire and the things I lack. I took Devil's Road and I paid the cost, but the man I became was worth getting lost. Maybe the devil never wanted my soul, maybe he just wanted me to lose control. But I learned freedom comes with scars, and every wrong turn leaves a mark. I took Devil's Road and I'd do it again, 'cause every mile taught me who was foe and who was a friend. I took Devil's Road, now I'm stronger than before. The devil knows my name, but he don't own me anymore. If you're headed down Devil's Road tonight, keep your eyes open and your conscience closer. My old man used to tell me, son, the world will show you who people really are. Just pay attention when times get hard. Took me a lot of years, but he was right. Chevy with a million miles, worked long days and never complained about life. Hands worn down from years of sweat, the kind of man this world won't forget. He taught me a handshake means more than a deal, and if you say you show up, you better be real. Don't chase easy money, don't sell your name, and never let pride be the thing that changes you. Back then I didn't listen, thought I knew it all. Now I hear his voice every time I fall. My old man was right about the road in life, about the friends who stay and the ones who say goodbye. My old man was right about what's worth the fight. A good name lasts forever, and that's something you can't buy. I've crossed state lines and seen 1,000 towns, watched people build dreams and burn them to the ground. Some chase fame, some chase gold, most found out neither warms you when you're cold. Now I'm driving through the dark with the radio low, thinking about things only age can show. The older I get, the more I understand why I became the man I am. Back then I didn't listen, thought I knew it all. Now I hear his voice every time I fall. My old man was right about the road in life, about the friends who stay and the ones who say goodbye. My old man was right about what's worth the fight. A good name lasts forever, and that's something you can't buy. He's gone now, but his lessons remain, like tire tracks pressed deep after a hard rain. And every mile I travel, every choice I make, still carries a little wisdom from the words he used to say. Same old old-fashioned way. Funny thing about wisdom, sometimes it takes half your life to understand it. Some people call it revenge. I call it peace of mind. You showed up smiling when the money started rolling, acting like a brother but your heart was stolen, talking loyalty while stabbing me behind my back. Now you wondering why I ain't calling back. I gave respect, gave trust, gave time, but you crossed that line one too many times. Now I'm riding through the night with the radio loud, leaving your name somewhere out in the clouds. I ain't carrying that weight, I ain't looking behind. Some lessons cause a lie, but they save your life. Burn the bridge down, let the flames light up the sky. I don't need fake love, and I don't need another lie. Burn the bridge down, watch the smoke roll away. If you never had my back, you don't belong in my lane. Two-lane road, heart full of scars from the dead time old, but every mile makes the picture clear. The real ones stay and the fake disappear. I seen people sell their soul for attention and fame, trade their honor away just to make a name. I'd rather be broke with a clean conscience than rich with a reputation built on nonsense. I ain't carrying dead weight, I ain't looking behind. Some lessons cause a lie, but they save your life. Burn the bridge down, let the flames light up the sky. I don't need fake love, and I don't need another lie. Burn the bridge down, watch the smoke roll away. If you never had my back, you don't belong in my lane. The highway taught me something that no book ever could. Not everyone beside you actually wants you doing good. Burn the bridge down, leave the ashes in the past. The people who are real are the only ones that last. Burn the bridge down and keep moving on. The road ahead is calling, and I'm right where I belong. Yeah, no hard feelings, just no second chances. Tonight's forecast calls for heavy rain across the county. Strong winds expected after midnight. If you're traveling these back roads, drive careful. Dark clouds rolling over the county line, lightning cutting through the Tennessee sky. Got my hands on the wheel and my mind on the past, wondering why some good things never last. I seen friendships disappear like smoke in the rain, watched good hearts break from too much pain. But every storm that tried to knock me down only made me stronger than I was before now. The thunder keeps talking, the highway replies, Some lessons only come beneath stormy skies. There's a storm on the county line, but I'm still moving on through the wind and the rain till the night is gone. Storm on the county line trying to slow me down, but freedom's calling louder than the thunder sounds. Stop lights glowing in the distance ahead. Coffee and diesel keeping life in my chest. The radio's playing some old outlaw song, reminding me I've been fighting all along. I don't need approval, I don't need applause. I've already paid for every lesson life taught, and I'd rather ride alone beneath this rain and let fake people back into my lane. The thunder keeps talking, the highway replies. Some lessons only come beneath stormy skies. There's a storm on the county line, but I'm still moving on through the wind and the rain till the night is gone. Storm on the county line trying to slow me down, but freedom's calling louder than the thunder sound. Every mile tells the truth. The storm ain't my enemy, it's proof of what I've been through. There's a storm on the county line, but I'm still holding strong, with the wheels still turning and the radio on. Storm on the county line fading with the dawn. Just another chapter in the road I've been on. Conditions improving after sunrise. Safe travels. Drive. They say you can't outrun your past. Maybe they're right. But tonight I'm not running. I'm just putting more miles between me and the things that tried to break me. Got a tank full of gas and a head full of ghosts. Some memories fade, some stay the most. That little town still lives somewhere in my veins, like the smell of diesel after a hard day's rain. I remember empty pockets and overdue bills, cold winter mornings on those Tennessee hills. Back when nobody cared if I won or lost. Back when every dream came with a cost. The rear view's fading, but I still can see every lesson that made the man I came to be. Last light in the rear view, fading into the night, leaving no mistakes behind, chasing one more sunrise. Last light in the rear view, still burning in my mind. You can leave a place behind, but not the life it left inside. I seen fake friends disappear with the wind and come back around when the money rolled in. But I learned real quick who I could trust when the road got rough and the times got tough. Now it's just me and these county lines, a worn out heart, and the rest is mine. The radio's playing an old outlaw tune as I drive beneath the harvest moon. The rear view's fading, but I still can't see every lesson that made the man I came to be. Last light in fading into the night, leaving no mistakes behind, chasing one more sunrise. Last light in the rear view, still burning in my mind. You can leave a place behind, but not the life it left inside. Every scar tells a story, every mile tells one too. And if I had to live it over, I'd still choose this road to follow through. Last light in the rear view, one more town gone by, but freedom's worth the lonely road and every sacrifice. Last light in the rear view, growing smaller every mile, still carrying yesterday while driving toward a better life. Some roads take you somewhere, others remind you who you are. Hey, honey, just wanted to make sure you're all right. Call your mama when you get a minute. I worry about you out there. Love you. Mama, I know I was hard to raise, always chasing trouble in my younger days. County roads, fast trucks, and a reckless heart. You knew I'd leave long before I start. You wait up late when I stayed out all night, praying I'd make it home alright. Even when I gave you every reason to doubt, you never once shut me out. Now I'm older, and I finally see the kind of love you gave to me. Mama, I tried to be the man you hoped I'd be. I took some wrong turns, but they brought me back to me. Mama, I tried through every mile and every fight, and when this road gets lonely, your voice still gets me through the night. State lines and broken hearts, spent years running from who we are. But every town and every highway sign somehow always leads me back in time to that little house at the edge of town where your porch light never let me down. The world can be cold, the world can lie, but your love never changed no matter why. Now I'm older, and I finally see the kind of love you gave to me. Mama, I took some wrong turns, but they brought me back to me. Mama, I tried through every mile and every fight, and when this road gets lonely, your voice still gets me through the night. If I could go back, I'd tell you one thing: those lessons you taught me were worth everything. And every bit of strength I carry inside started with a mama standing by my side. Mama, I tried, and I'm still trying today, following the values you taught me on the way. Mama, I tried, and no matter where a part of me still that kid trying to make you proud back home. Don't work too hard, honey. And remember, Mama loves you. city lights. I was raised by the back road. I grew up where the gravel meets the county line, where a man's word meant more than a dollar sign. Old trucks, small towns, and Friday night fires, learning life's lessons from worn-out tires. Daddy worked hard with his hands all day. Mama taught me pride don't come the easy way. We didn't have much, but we had enough. That's where I learned what it means to be tough. Those roads made me stronger. Those miles made me wise. You can see my story in the dust on these tires. I was raised by the back roads, raised by the rain, raised by hard times and a little bit of pain. Raised by the back roads where the real ones survive, no matter where I go. That's what keeps me alive. I've seen good people lose and bad people win. I watched loyalty fade and greed settle in, but I still believe in a handshake deal. I stand in my ground when the pressure gets real. Now I'm rolling through the dark with the headlights on, singing old outlaw songs until the break of dawn. The world keeps changing, but I stay the same, still carrying those roots in my name. Those roads made me stronger. Those miles made me wise. You can see my story in the dust on these tires. I was raised by the back roads, raised by the rain, raised by hard times and a little bit of pain. Raised by the back roads where the real ones survive, no matter where I go. That's what keeps me alive. City dreams and your fancy ways. I'll take a sunset on a dirt road any day. 'Cause freedom ain't something you can buy in a store. It's a feeling you find on an old back road. Paved with gold. Yeah. Some roots never leave you, and mine run deep. Hey kid, if you're hearing this someday, I'm probably out on the road, working, chasing dreams and trying to build something better for us. Just remember, everything I did was for you. I look at your picture taped to my dash, every mile I drive, every truck I pass. Your little smile makes the hard days light, like a porch lamp shining through the night. I miss birthdays, I miss some games, and that's a burden a father can't explain. But every hour spent away from home was trying to make sure you never struggle alone. The road gets long, the nights get long, but thoughts of you keep me moving on. If you hear this someday, I hope you understand. Everything I carry was to give you a chance. If you hear this someday, when you're older and grown, know your daddy loved you more than you'll ever know. I hope you learn that a man's word matters and that true character survives disasters. Don't chase approval, don't follow the crowd. Stand for what's right and make your family proud. There'll be people who leave and people who stay. You'll learn that lesson somewhere along the way. Just remember your roots when the world gets loud, and never let success put your head in the clouds. The road gets lonely, the nights get long, but thoughts of you keep me moving on. If you hear this someday, I hope you understand. Everything I carry was to give you a chance. If you hear this someday, when you're older and grown, know your daddy loved you more than you'll ever know. Maybe one day we'll ride these roads together, talk about life and changing weather, and I'll tell you stories from these county lines about the dreams that carried me through hard times. If you hear this someday and I'm nowhere around, listen to the lessons hidden in these sounds. If you hear this someday and the road feels long, remember where you came from and keep moving strong. I love you, kid. Now go make your own story.